Hey guys, just give me a second as I get situated. Who do we got? Hey, Normal. Normal says hi and said, I wonder what we're going to talk about. Well, right now it's just you and I, Normal. What do you want to talk about? And while you're here, because I know you from over at South, we're going to mod you up. Way it makes it easier if you want to reach out, make some connections. People can reach out and connect with you. I still don't have my new glasses, guys. So I got big old ones that are hiding my face. Do not like big glasses. It's good for my eyes, though. Hey, Sniper. He says, good evening, Yogi. Evening all. Lee, how are you? Hi, Stitch. Stitch, how are you? And Willa's here. Willa says hi, everyone. Just popped in to say hi. I appreciate that, Willa. I do have another pair of glasses coming today and another pair coming tomorrow. Cheap. These aren't glasses. They're to protect my eyes from the glare. Going, doing the live streams 3 times a day. Not being a young man anymore. Willa says hi, everyone. Oops, I read that. And Lee says, hey, Willa. Nice to see you here. It is nice to have Willa back, isn't it? Just says, I'm okay. It's slowly getting worse. How are you getting worse, Stitch? Um, by the way, it is Benjamin Rabbit's birthday today. He says, missed you. We all have. This is true. We have. And yes, can believe it's Benjamin's birthday. It's sad, but just it's also happy though. I mean, Benjamin's birthday, and you have him. He's alive. Willa says, Stitch, we're here for you. Thank you, Willa. Hey, Phoenix. Enchanted Phoenix is here. Says happy birthday to them. Thank you so much. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I hope you do too. Kat says, hello, beautiful Yogi. Even in the big old glasses? Cat, it's nice to see you. Hello, beautiful cat. Willow says, yes, but Cottontail isn't. Hey, William. I agree, Willow. But if we put our concentration, if we put our attention, just a light focus on what we do have, what a difference that makes to gratitude for what we have versus then suffering upon the loss. Let's see, Kat says she didn't even notice the glasses. Yeah, these are the old ones. These are my original live streaming goggles. They're not glasses, they're goggles. Hey, Dan. Poor Man's Gym is here. Hey, guys. We got a new workout friend in all the way at the top. Normal Human. He's I normally see him over at Chill Styles. If you want to subscribe and support. Willis says, I feel bad for celebrating Benjamin's birthday. Cottontail wasn't, his sister isn't here. However, hey, Danius, um, celebrate what you have. Celebrate what you have. You can mourn the loss of one thing at the very same time that you're celebrating the having gratitude for what you do have. The two aren't mutually exclusive. And there should be no reason to feel guilt for celebrating what you have. You have Benjamin, who you love. Cherish the fact that you have Benjamin and that you love him so much. He says, Willow, can you do a small dignified birthday in remembrance too? Dog says, like you, you noobs. Thank you, Dog. Dog, how are you? Hey, Chicken Academy. Yogi from Toy Pups. Is Toy Pups live? I was just out for a walk. Then I actually took a nap. And then I meditated. Who says, yes, definitely. Benjamin is waiting for song. I can do that. Normal says, hello. Hey, Normal. We got you modded up so people can reach out for you. Hey, Sissy. Sissy says, love you all so much. We love you too, Sissy. Normal says, why am I moderating? Because you hang out, you support our friend Chul Sal. Anyone who supports a friend of ours is a friend of ours. We want to make it easy for you. Don't think that you have to do anything to be a mod. You don't really need a mod. We really basically have one mod. You may others pitch in, but really one. Speaking of which, how did that big live stream go that you were modding for, Sniper? So we want to be able to support you. If you want to build your channel, this is an easier way to gain a few subs. Will says, I'll be back, can't stay. I'm not in the best place, but anyway, I'm fine. All right, when you come back, I'll sing happy birthday to Benjamin. Benjamin the bunny. Sissy says, Sniper. I'll be back for you singing to Benjamin. All right, definitely. I made a promise to Willow. I will sing for every one of her pets' birthday, as well as her birthday. Yeah, Sniper says, no more just don't mod means you can connect easier. Yep. Not as easy as it was, though, when you could just click on a name. Sissy says, sync. Sniper says, indeed, souls. So is everyone's week off to a great start? Speaking of weeks, this is Cat and Jack's Friday. You're welcome, Normal. You got any goals for your channel? I'd like your description. One word, guys. Strength. Plus, you got Muhammad Ali. I always found it interesting when people would talk about, who would beat who, different generations of fighters. That Ali wouldn't stand a chance against Tyson or whoever. The thing with Muhammad Ali is he might lose to someone. He lost before. He always found a way to come back. Hey, Abigail. Oh, Norma says, I don't care about getting subs on my main channel. Gotcha. Have you all hit the like button? Maybe. Abigail says hi to Lee. Lee says, hey, Abigail, I miss you so much. Says, I miss you too. That's what I figured, Normal. And the reason my description is just strength is because I'm obsessed with being strong. Hey, Normal, what's your definition of strength? Abigail's doing amazing. I'm helping everyone mod today. You're an awesome helper. And I see that in every live stream that I see you in, which is quite a few. And whenever I see you on another live stream, I know everything's going well. Norma says, I was very weak at the beginning, so I really hate the feeling of being weak. And at first I wanted just to be strong, but now I want to be the strongest. Hey, did I hear over at Sal's that you're going to compete? You're going to do a powerlifting competition? Abigail says, thank you so much. You're welcome, Abigail. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being our friend. Abigail says, you're welcome. Lee says, mine is dealing with life and the obstacles and supporting people with addiction. Used to be about bench pressing, through not so much anymore. Hey, Lee, what was your best bench? Hey, Jonathan. Jonathan is here, says, hey, buddy. Hey, my friend. Nice to see you. Yeah, I mentioned before, I started working out when I was 11. Started off doing body weight stuff, the YMCA with the director. And he would take us out trail running. And then I did an old-fashioned bull worker, which was isometrics. And then in 8th grade, I guess it was 13 or so, I started working out. I joined a gym. When I was 15, I started working out with actual competitive bodybuilders. Mr. Maryland competed nationally as well. I trained with some old school Olympic lifters and power lifters who taught me how to squat. Steph says, Yogi, I could never lift over 110, and I bench twice a week. It was a number that I couldn't beat. What was your training plan? I benched competition 320 pounds, but I got very big. I got up to 220 pounds in order to do it, and it was uncomfortable to be that heavy. You guys saw the picture I posted on my thumbnail every once in a while. I felt big, I felt strong, but you know what? It wasn't all that strong for my weight class. Mediocre. So to jeopardize my health to be gym strong, strongest guy in the gym, didn't really make much sense. I can put that into kilos, but hold on. I got to take my shoes off so I can use my toes to help me count. I'm cheating. Is that right? About 145 kilos. Thank you. Yep. Thank you, Norman. Well, not an easy lift at all. Had a feeling you'd be there. That was a goal. The goal was 3 plates. Hey, Chef Mary. Chef Mary, you okay? Norma says, yes, I knew it. I lost interest. I hurt my back in 1991 deadlifting. And it wasn't that long after that that I got into Olympic lifting. Maybe about 5 years after I hurt my back, I got into Olympic lifting. I absolutely love Olympic lifting. Abigail says, are you good, Mary? Hey, Toy Pups. I didn't see you come in. Sorry if I missed you. And you were in. Norma says, and yes, I will begin powerlifting officially in September of 2025. That's coming up, according to my coach. That's awesome. Full support. Normal. We'll be there to cheer you on. Chef Mary sends some love. Thank you, Chef Mary. He says, there's a pic of you, Yogi, with 2 ladies, and he sat in shirt and jeans. I think I might have been wearing shorts. I don't remember. And your legs look like tree logs. Oh, I guess I was wearing. I don't remember what I was wearing. Yeah, I was a big squatter, which makes it. I'm making my squat comeback. But I don't have any intention of ever going heavy on my squats again. I use squats now for my kettlebell lifting, uh, and I may or may not get competitive with the kettlebells again. Kettlebell sport is by far the most brutal thing I've ever trained for. Let's see. Toy Pup says, oh, well, Jeff Mary says, yes, I'm good. Toy Pup says, Yogi, namaste, my friend. My support device with all my apps is not working. Hence, gotcha. Abigail says, I had an awesome birthday. What did you do for your birthday, Abigail? Jeff says, friends, my new video support. Hey, Chef Mary, do you want to drop a link for it? Seb says, Abigail, what do you want from me? Pick anything. Nice. Abigail says, yes. Hey, Anna. Anna says, how are you today, Yogi? I'm doing pretty good, Anna. How about you? Shirley says, Yogi, someone on Reaper's Live says you're a stud muffin. No kidding. Who was it that said, who was, who was it that said that? It wasn't Marlon, was it? That sounds like something Marlon would say. Hey, Tiger. Tiger says, good evening. Sip says, Shirley, I missed you. Anna says, hi to Abigail, and says, hi to Toy Pups. Sip says, Anna, hey. Noah says, my goal is becoming IPF world champion. I want to break world records left and right. I want to increase the popularity of powerlifting. I want to squat 500 kilograms, bench 400. Nice. Deadlift 600 to reach a powerlifting total of 1,500. Hey, what's your weight class, Normal? I loved powerlifting when I first discovered it. Way, way, way back. I bought a book, 1978, 13 years old. Inside Powerlifting by Terry Todd. Terry Todd was one of the originators of powerlifting, one of the first world champs. He trained his wife, Jan Todd, became one of the first female bodybuilders. Sorry, first female powerlifters. Hip Hop says, hi, beautiful Shirley. Abigail says, Mexican restaurant. That's what you did for your birthday? Hey, Maddie. Maddie says, hi, Miss Yoga, my friend. Hey, Maddie. Maddie, how are you? How's your week getting off to? Hip Hop says, did Nick eat lunch? He says to Normal Human, I wish you all the best. I admire your goals. Yoga with Goga. Says Eric, blessings, brother. Blessings, Goga. How are you, my friend? Julie says, oh, Toy Pop says, beautiful. All those emojis. Thank you. Goga says, hope it was a good one. Toy Pops drops a link. Did I miss Adam? Abigail says, I appreciate you guys. We appreciate you too. Normal says, right now I'm at 55 to 56, which is 59 weight class. So my end goal is straight up unrealistic and impossible, but becoming world champion is definitely something I can do. Well, who knows? Who knows what's possible? Sorry, guys. My calculator is light activated. All right, so you are at the 121 thereabouts. Yeah, who knows what's possible? At one point, the 4 minute mile was impossible. Guga says, Eric, blessed brother. Guga, how are you? How was your weekend? So we're talking lifting. That means I got to keep my calculator out. Got a Goga raid. Normal says, heaviest bench press I've ever reached is 72 kilograms with wrist straps and my belt on. My heaviest squat, which is controversial because of the depth, is 140. And heaviest deadlift is 132. Man, a squat full depth, not too wide of a stance, is a beautiful thing to watch. Hey, how do you pull your deadlifts? Are you a sumo deadlifter? Hey, Selma. Someone says my ex is going to date my cousins. That's not going to happen. Hey, at least it's not your sister anymore, right? Flip Up says, super chat to celebrate being here on a Monday. It is Monday. He says, normal, great stats for weight ratio and look increase without a doubt. Oh, definitely. Yep. If you don't dream, if your dreams don't scare you, you're not big enough. They're not big enough. Hey, Jeremy, how are you? Hats on a Mission is here. Says, hey, y'all. Welcome, my friend. How are you? Hats on a Mission is doing God's work, guys. I hope you visit the chat. The reason why everyone's modded up. Go visit Hats on a Mission. And while you're visiting, visit Cruising is Fun Anytime and Jeremy and Cheryl. Someone says, my ex can't date my cousin. Goga says it was Zach. I'm glad to hear that. I didn't see you go live yesterday, Goga. Did I just miss it, or did you take a weekend off? Someone says I'm a conventional deadlifter. I originally was, and then after I hurt my back, I went sumo. Yep, someone says it's not my sister's. So I have to stop Harrison from dating my cousin. Willa says she's back. Hope everyone is good or okay. Thank you, Willa. Someone says I'm going everywhere. Zeb says I'm okay. We'll be better tomorrow. What's going on tomorrow, Lee? What's going on today? Normal says I have my belt on with deadlift and my belt on with knee wraps and squats. I haven't tested my real max squat yet with full depth. Do you use any um, squat suit or a bench shirt? Full depth, but I think accurate estimation is maybe 110. Goga says I was live. Notifications didn't go off on time. I'm sorry I missed you. At the very least, I'd like stopping in. Let's see. Maddie says blessed. How's Chloe doing? Goga says Anna. Hey. Blessed Mama. Hey, Blessed Mama. Says Maddie. Anna says hi to Goga. Willis says you're amazing. Lee is amazing. He says I'm walking with a local group, Yogi. I love it. I love the chat while smoothing. I did like the chat a lot. That's awesome, Lee. So you get out in nature. Rosie says, I seen Yogi Cat. How is Yogi Cat? What did he have to say? Rosie says, hey, Yogi. Sorry I didn't join the other day to remind you about your pill. I was busy. That's okay. That's understandable, Rosie. Noah says, also, I'm working out in summer. It's pretty difficult because I don't have access to my full strength, obviously. Also, no, I never had a squat suit or bench shirt ever, but I'm curious to see how it helps. It does help. It's a It's an art form in and of itself. You have to train in gear to be able to use the gear. Uh, Maddie says Chloe is okay. She has a lot of pain um, in her back and leg. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad she's okay. Sorry to hear that she's in pain. Uh, Maddie, sending prayers over to her and to you as well. Abigail says she's sending prayers for everyone. Thank you, Abigail. Lisa says, Yogi, anyone in your family into the training, or did you stumble across it solo in your youth? Just me. My brother's always better in sports than me. I had trouble in certain sports. I had depth perception issues, so I could not hit a ball to save my life. I could not catch a ball to save my life, but I could run pretty fast. I could run pretty far, and I was pretty strong. So that helped me a lot. And when I started lifting, I got even better. It also improved my hand-eye coordination. I still have difficulty with depth perception. If you see me trying to park a car anywhere near your car, be very, very afraid. It's not going to end well for your car or my car. Maddie says, thank you, Miss Yogi. You're welcome, Maddie. Always. You guys are always in my thoughts. You know that? Well, says Yogi, sing later because I got to go, but later I'll be on. Okay, just always remind me, Bola. Abigail's cleaning the house. Rosie says, I was cleaning my mom's car and it was standing and watching me. Did he say anything? But yeah, Lee, I just loved it. First time I lifted any weight, I absolutely loved it. I went near Yogi Cat and it was hopping away. Willa says, sending prayers to everyone who needs. To you as well, Willa. Hey, you want to know something? It's okay to pray for yourself. It's okay to ask to feel better. It's okay to have your thoughts, your perception change. It's okay to ask for your heart to open up. Here's the big secret, guys. It's okay. It's okay. See that one more time. It's okay. You ever walk through life thinking that it isn't okay? I shouldn't feel this way. I wish I didn't feel this way. I wish I didn't look this way. I wish I didn't talk this way. We spend so much time punishing ourselves for just being human, for just being who we are. And then we wish things were otherwise. That's the definition of suffering, according to the Buddha. Having what is, but wishing it was other. It's okay to say, I wouldn't mind this being different and then working hard to make it so. Our friend Normal is an example of that. As he said, he wasn't very strong when he started, but he's getting stronger and stronger still. And he has outstanding goals that he's going to achieve. But you got to start where you are. And starting where you are means accepting where you are. It's okay. Rosie says he didn't say anything. He just told me to tell you hi. Did he mention Cat by any chance? I mean, after all, he is Yogi Cat. He says he wants to join me in a discipline one bowl of soup day tomorrow. So that's just one bowl of soup for the whole day. How big can the bowl be? And what kind of soup can it be? Anna says, yes, Yogi, we spend so much time punishing ourselves. Why do you think that is, Anna? Evan says, do you think insects have personalities? Yes, I do. Maybe not in the way that we normally perceive things. Norma says, want to know something? Hey, Norma, how old are you? Want to know something crazy? I was literally 80-pound body weight at the start in 2022. Wow. When I was 14, I was 120. When I was 17, I was about 190. Hey, Lucy. Lucy, how are you? Shirley says, Lee, it's more of a salad time here uh, with the heat, but maybe I could use the same ingredients but cold. You ever had gazpacho? Gazpacho? I can't say it. Cold tomato soup. Do not understand that. I was I was going to try to say it one more time, but it wouldn't have come out any better. Now I'm approximately 125, maybe slightly less than that. Hey, when you bench, are you benching with a decent arch in your back? Hey, if I'm not mistaken, Maddie, uh, you were a bodybuilder at one time, right? I know you were a boxer. He says, I'm going vegetable yogi and a standard cereal bowl, I think. Guys, you should see my salad bowl. It's so big you can't see my salad bowl. Start here and then keep expanding. Keep expanding, keep expanding. It's literally that big. Hey Michael. Good news. I'm working on ASMR forest walk using natural sounds of the woods and done skate music that I made. Oh, dronescape. Nice, Michael. Michael, I thought you were avoiding the woods until the fall. Let's see. Norma says I'm 17, but I'm going to be 18 years old in August. Hey, if you don't mind me asking, where are you located? Hey, somebody really said hi. Lucy says I'm doing great. I'm going to sleep. Just took my sleep pill. I'm glad you're getting some rest. By the way, Lucy is going to be live tomorrow. Uh, pulling tarot cards, 6 a.m. to 12 Central Time. Hey, Cheyenne. Cheyenne says, hey. Almost says, yeah, I have a really good arch right now. That's another. Benjamin, getting that arch. When we have a toothache, is a pain in our tooth or in our brain. The pain, the sensations in the tooth, the perceptions in the brain. Everything takes, let's say, less about the brain and more about the mind. It is perceived by the brain and processed through the mind. We say pain. Michael says, how's it going, Yogi? Apologies for being late. Just finished live stream on Ryan's channel. How'd that go? There's nothing, according to yoga, Buddhism, Course in Miracles, Sufism, mystical Christianity, shamanism, there's nothing outside of the mind. Michael says, man, I was, but I got bored. I can understand that. Hey, Jace. Noma says, I'm in Algeria right now, but plan on living in the UK when I can leave from here. Awesome. Lucy says, yep, I'll be doing tarot. So, guys, have your yes and no, yes or no questions for Lucy on her channel, 6 to 12 Central Time. Anna says, hi, Jace. Anna says, have a good day, Lucy. I don't think. Hey, Joe. Hawk is here. Says, best yogi in the building. How was your weekend, Joe? I don't think Anna misses saying hi to anyone when they come in. Rosie laughing. He did, but Cat isn't in here. He asked about Jack. Oh, of course he asked about Jack. Cat might be lurking. Cat's always nearby. and it's much appreciated that she is. No one says it's pretty close to being 3 years since I started pushing myself beyond limits. Hey, you want to know something? You haven't even hit your stride yet, but you will. One of the great things about powerlifting, if you protect your joints, um, many people don't hit their peak until they're in their 40s. Lucy says she's doing great. About to go to sleep. Oh, I read that. I apologize. I'm all over the place. Jason's saying hi to everyone. Thank you, Jace. Jace, how's your day been? Oak says it went great. We had a blast. Awesome. Shirley says, "Oh Lord, I didn't want to ask where you are, but." Kat says, "I'm working. Sometimes I have to take my headphones out to talk to people. Um, so I made me something. But hey, we were talking about Yogi Cat. Yogi Cat, for those who might be wondering, is a frog or possibly a toad. Uncle says tomorrow afternoon, if anyone is interested in a good conversation about what got someone interested in the paranormal, swing on over to Mysteries Untold. I've heard good things about that guy by Michael Burkeen, going live at 1 p.m. Shooting the breeze with a good friend, Jonathan, aka Debunk the Junk. Hey, Chosel. Chosel, we were talking about you. Lucy says, hey to Cat. Joe says the weekend was great, was good. Hey, Jessica, how are you? Oh, Cat says might miss something. That's okay, Cat. I'll be honest with you. It's enough just knowing that you're here. Let me get down here to the bottom. Jay says, Shirley, Yogi Bear, and the awesome community. Good week wishes for you all. Thank you so much, Jace. Good week wishes for you, my friend. The awesome Jace. Hey, Normal, do you follow Jace? If you want to see someone who is making great strides right now, physique wise, I think Jace has done everything he needs to do, like proving himself body weight wise. So he's got a different goal. Wants to step on the stage. He wants to compete. I believe you're still thinking about the fitness category, right, Jace? Someone says, what 40 plus will be my prime? I remember my uncle telling me at 40, we start losing muscle mass by 10% each year afterwards. Not if you're working out and you're watching your diet. I'm very happy to know that 40 plus will be my prime, possibly. I kept getting stronger all through my 30s. I shifted my focus to, like I said, Olympic lifting. It was a new avenue of training for me. So I made, hey, Daisy, I made really quick progress. I loved Olympic lifting. Then I switched to kettlebell sport, which again was brutal. And then I switched to ultra running. I didn't finish my first 100-mile race until just about a week after my 50th birthday. So I'm back in a kettlebell sport training at the age of 60. Age makes a difference. I don't recover quite as quick, but still pretty quick. I still train every single day doing something. Hey, Mary. Mary says, Yogi, hello. How are you, Mary? Mary's Easy Recipes here. She said, hi. Daisy says, hi, Yogi, watching ads. I appreciate that. Jace, thank you again, my friend. Evan says, if somebody is drowning and you refuse to help, are you responsible for his death? It's a good question. You could probably, someone smarter than me could probably make an argument either way. but it's a hypothetical that is difficult to address because if your heart is steeped in compassion, then I don't even think it's a choice. There's no refusing the help. There's just help. What do you think, Evan? Hey, Kia. Key Art Gallery is here. Hello, my friend. Maddie says, Jace Bro. Jessica says, I'm okay, Eric. How are you? I'm doing good, Jessica. You guys looking forward to July? Jessica, I bet you're looking forward to the 4th, right? Our friend Jessica is a veteran, guys. Michael says, I'm excited. It's my first time meeting him. We only talk to each other in live stream chats usually. Chill Sal says, up, normal and yourself. How was your weekend, Sal? Joe is stretching, about to get those reps in. Guys, check out Joe getting in the reps. No one does it better. Over the course of, it's probably been about 3 years. Very few people have been consistently putting in that big effort like Joe. Maddie waves at Jessica. Lisa says hello to Mary. Hey, Buddha. We got some Buddha love. I appreciate that. Mary says, I'm good, thanks. And how are you? I'm doing pretty good, Mary. Jace drops a link for normal. Thank you, Jace. Miss Daisy says, Jace, woohoo, awesome. Shirley says, hey, Yuli, my name is First again. Remember when Lucy did that too? I win again. When I'm trying to think when Lucy did that. Someone says, yeah, I subscribed to Jace a little while ago. Awesome. Daisy says, so how are you today, Yogi? I'm good, Daisy. How was your weekend? How are you and how was your weekend? Norma says, Sal, you should try a local powerlifting meet. I can definitely see you winning something. Dude, I hope you're doing well. Mary says, I'm good. Oops, I read that. Norma says, Sal in a powerlifting competition. Hey, that guy just lifted 300 kilogram. Why not me? Proceeds to deadlift 400. I could see that. Michael says, you got to like the ASMR, Yogi. It's done down by the meditation area made in the holler. You got to say it right, holler. Kat, if you're able to listen, how did I sound? Did I sound Tennessean when I said holler? Casey sending love to Daisy. JC, you going live in a bit? Lisa says, so to toy pups. And I can hear tons of birds chirping. Nice. Today was a bit noisy. There was a lot of construction going on. Man, in 7 days, just about 7 days, they're doing some work on my local pond. So it's going to be a mess. I hope it doesn't disturb my beavers. Jay says, Mumsy. Kai Art, how are you? Daisy says, all good here, my friend. I'm glad to hear it. Evan says, should we let people commit suicide when they are terminally ill? Well, we got to be careful talking about that and using that word. It's a flag, not my policy. It's a red flag. I think we need to redefine it. What do we do? I get a thumbs up from Kat. Thank you, Kat. What do we do when an animal is suffering? We don't find ways of prolonging the suffering. Jay says, in 15 minutes with the legendary skits. Two legends. All right. I'll be there. 15 minutes. I'll be wrapping up the live stream. Yeah, Normal. Evan he likes to bring the deep questions. Evan keeps me on my toes. He doesn't give me any easy question. Yeah, Ani says, nothing disturbs Beaver more than the sound of running water, so I've been told. You know what? I saw something about that not long ago. I don't know if that's true or not, though. I'm going to look that up. Someone says, Evans, the questions you were asking were kind of strange. Yeah, Evan says he likes asking Eric mind-boggling questions, and he has for quite some time now. It's good. It allows me to think outside of the box. Michael says it's about a 10-minute video. I'll be checking it out. Evan says, well, there you go. He says, Buddha, I'm just asking a question. I've actually not seen Shirley channel or shorts or videos. I will pay more attention. Someone says, in my humble opinion, people should quit on their lives, to be honest. Hey, Ani, what was it you wanted to talk about? Hey, Hamada, could you drop the link? Someone says, us human beings are fully aware of ourselves and our surroundings and can know the difference between bad and good. So that's why got to be careful with that word. It's never an option. So please never take the easy way. Of course, Eastern culture, Japanese samurai consider a very honorable way. It's all about perception. I don't have a view on it, to be honest with you. Hold on, my friend. My friend JS is here. Appreciate you stopping in. Buddha says I was confused by the question. Liba told you she doesn't have a channel. Her son does. And the link is in the description. Namaste, sir. Shirley says, to whom it may concern, Jace's temperature is at 89 degrees. That's in Fahrenheit, guys. Are you sure you should work out? Buddha says, work out indoors, Shirley, in AC. We'll be fine, and drink water. They don't have AC. Buddha says, gets up to the 90s here, Shirley. DC says, hello, JS. I know JS. I'm connected to him. Awesome, Lucy. Someone says, the biggest tragedy in life is that we are more loved than we think. So I like that. She says, to whom may just read this. It's only the third time we ever have had this hot. I love it. Wow. Buddha says they don't have AC. Nope, he doesn't. Very few people in Great Britain have, in the UK, sorry, in the UK have air conditioning. A few, and I think some of the buildings do, but very few of the houses or apartments. Someone says, Evan, it's definitely wrong to do that morally because you're basically defying God Himself. Abigail says hi to Jess. Shirley says, that's my guy. Evan says, you sure? Buddha says, Jace, no AC. I agree with Shirley. No. That's crazy. Buddha says, that's extremely hot. L-Dog says, Yogi Wan Kenobi. Thank you, L-Dog. I like that. Joe says, Hulk says, hey, Hulk, do you want to drop your link? You got to be rich out there to have AC. And a lot of places just aren't set up for it. It'd be difficult to probably have to reconstruct. Buddha says, sorry, I'm a penguin. My dad called me because AC got beyond 60. I went temp below 50s. I wear shorts and a shirt. Love the cold air. How often does it get to the 50s for you down there, Buddha? Evan says, Eric, you missed my question. Let's see. What was the question? Are you sure? Am I sure about what? I'm actually sure about very little. So if the question is, are you sure? Probably not. Evan says, normal human. I'll make the question even better for Eric. Eric, is it wrong to grow brain dead babies to harvest their organs? See, it's hard to deal with. Is it wrong or is it not wrong? Deal in perspective. My first instinct is to say yes because I don't like it, because it sounds wrong, because it feels wrong. It feels wrong every fiber of my body. But does that make it wrong for someone who is going to get the gift of that organ? I don't know. So I can only answer through perspective. And my perspective, it just doesn't feel right. A brain is a functional instrument, but it's not who we are. So even in the absence of a brain, we are. And if we are, I am, then it just doesn't feel right. She says, Buddha, we get more rain than sun. Dina has 2 fans, bless her, but still panting. Right there, that sentence tells you everything you need to know about Jace. Jace right now probably has 0 fans on him. Xena has 2 fans on her. Someone says, yes, I showed 2 guys in the gym my current physique with a pump on and my starting point, and they were really impressed. Awesome, Normal. Hey, Normal, you ever think about bodybuilding competition? Especially as you put more muscle on with your powerlifting? Buddha says, well, how much is AC out there? Hawk said, that's crazy. Yeah, it's got to be crazy expensive. Normal says, damn, I'm at 46 subs right now. That's crazy. Well, I'm glad that we could help a little bit. L-Dog says, yes, it's wrong. Good evening, my friend. Jerry, food and fashion is here. Welcome. I like reading her description. I'm a former cabin crew. Now I've started YouTube channel. I'll be making videos on fashion, lifestyle, and food. I'm active on Instagram. She's active on Instagram and Facebook with the links. Guys, I hope you go and support food and fashion. What a great combination. LJ says just grow organs in a lab. Yeah, I understand that, L Dog. Namaste to you, my friend. And of course, there's some people who don't even agree with that. Skit says, Yokes Burster, just passing by. Spreading vibes. Much love, everyone. Thank you, Skits. We're going to see you live in just a bit. I think I'm going to end the live stream in about 5 minutes. We'll head over and hang out with Jace. Our friend Joe Hawk is going to be getting his reps in as well. If you can, have them both up. Go back and forth. If you can't, go visit one, then go visit the other. Me, I'll be live again at 5:25. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a song or two. Could be saving your brother or sister or mother or dad. Yeah, that's why it's so difficult to deal with hypotheticals. However, for me, on the hypothetical side, just doesn't feel right. Jessica says, sorry, y'all, I'm here. It's okay, Jessica. Someone says, I mean, if we can create organs and stuff, then what's the point of the existence of God? Do you see where I'm going here? Hey, Dill. Interesting conversation. Flip Up says, I'm just here doing some self care. I'm going to even style my hair today. Any suggestions for me? Norma says, yeah, Yogi, I would absolutely love to compete for bodybuilding, but staying 100% natural. Yeah, I bet you could do it. Like I said, you'll put on crazy muscle powerlifting. Matter of fact, you'll probably have a hard time staying in that weight class. Our friend Marlon is here, says, hi, you hot stud of a Yogi Bear. Probably talking about Jace. Of course, we could all think of it that if God gave us the ability to create organs in a lab, but I really don't like dealing with hypotheticals. It doesn't, for me personally, it serves no purpose whatsoever. I'm very fine tuned in my message. I'm very fine tuned in my life and how I want to demonstrate it. And it has absolutely nothing to do with a hypothetical situation. It has everything to do with practicality. That when I go through life being kind, when I go through life forgiving, when I say focus on the things that are meaningful for me, I am more open, more compassionate, more loving, able to extend love in greater and greater situations in which at one point in my life might have been impossible for me to do so. But now it comes easier and easier with a certain amount of grace. And heck, I'm only 60. What's going to happen when I'm 120? Just says, have to mess around and move to Japan where things are so affordable. Marlon says, sell your beard and body hair, Yogi. There's wigs for the whole body. I don't think so. I don't have a ton of body hair. To those who may be interested, I have no hair on my back. Lucy says, MK. Romo says, when he reaches the 83 kilogram weight class, even though bulking is really difficult. It's a good weight. We got some Jacob love. Thank you, Jacob. Aldo says, Yogi sounds like an angel that stood on Lego when he sings. Is there an image for that? Julie says, I love that you just said 120, Yogi. I remember you said you only halfway there all along. That's why I kept that in mind, Shirley. You're the one that planted that 120 seed in my mind. Thank you for that. Someone says my growth spurt will soon end when I reach my 20s. So hopefully, I'm going to go crazy when I reach my max height. How tall are you, Normal? Normal says also you're really close to 10K, sir. Keep going, never give up. Thank you so much, Normal. I would like to hit 10K. 173 centimeters. I'm not so good with my centimeters. Meters, I'm okay at. Kilometers, I'm even better at because of racing. Hey, Lucy, I hope you get a good rest. Some good. We're gonna wrap things up too. I think Jason's probably live now. Joe's gonna be live. We got some world class fitness stars. It is Terror Tuesday, Lee. Julie said, Normal, my son didn't stop getting taller until he was older, maybe 25, but he's a bit different. Hey, Normal, if you go look at Jason's videos of a year ago and you watch him work out today and see the difference in his physique in a year, and that was with 100% body weight up until about a month ago. Imagine if Jace was powerlifting, if that was something he had wanted to do. Marlon says, same height as my dad and my PB Conger L. I don't know what that is. Sissy's laughing. Someone says Jason's an absolute beast. He is, absolutely. All right, let's wrap it up. Sissy says, and no one mentioned being someone dropped the ball. No one mentioned being bun-tastic so far today. Marlon, I think you're slightly being called out. What if your one job today, Marlon, was to wake up and find Sissy and let her know that she's doing buntastic today? I mean, I get to walk around for the rest of the day knowing that I'm a sexy Yogi Bear, thanks to Marlon. But poor Sissy, she has no confirmation that she's buntastic. Thank you, Jacob. Marlon says, conger eel is a type of marine eel, snake-like fish. Gotcha. Gotcha. I like eels. So I thought about getting an eel tattoo. Sissy says, I'm now self-conscious of doing squats. She needs to be saved. There, Marlon saves the day. Says, hi there, my buntastic sister. Now you can squat with confidence, my friend. Noma says, Mike Tyson, I know the art of fighting. I know the art of war. That's all I've ever studied. He's changed quite a bit. Without going into detail, he licked the toad. Easy says, all friend, thank you. You're welcome, Easy. Easy, always feel free to drop links of anything you want us to visit. Let's see. Marla says, laugh, Sissy, do you have video proof? She says, nope. I take her at her word. Would anyone ever lie about being buntastic? Someone says, I was interested in becoming a boxer in my first year of bodybuilding. I thought about that way back ago. That was 3 ways, way back ago. You can only say that when you're 60. If you're not 60, you can say way back ago. You might even say way back ago. When you're 60, you can say way back ago. Thank you, Easy. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. A few things I want to do. I'll be back at, if Selma's hanging out, 5:25. Who knows what's going to happen tonight? I have a song to learn. I know the song. I've never sang it before. I don't think I ever even sang it out loud. So it might take a week. Sissy says, we can't be the only ones, Yogi. We might be. We might be. Someone says, I don't think boxing is worth it for me. I don't know if boxing's going to survive. Maybe. Sissy says, Agape Omni Love. Thank you, my friend. Buddha says, take care. You too, Buddha. I know that I will see you somewhere today. Maybe at Jace's, probably at Joe's. One thing we know is Buddha will be out there supporting people. Same with Jacob. They are out there supporting people. Guys, I love you. Hey, Normal, thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. Very much appreciated. Evan, thanks for the questions. Normal says, I don't like hurting people or getting hurt. Neither do I. Neither do I. Sissy says, have a bombastic, fantastic day. I will. I will. I wasn't going to before, but I will now. Mohammed, my friend, I'm glad that you came in just in time. We can at least say hi to you. Mohammed says, so my brother Yogi and all friends here. Mohammed, I hope you are well. I hope you are enjoying your time off. Someone says, be positive. We will, my friend. Sissy's laughing. All right, Mohammed, I apologize for ending the live stream. If you want, Jason's going live. I'll see you over at Jason's. Johnny Doe says, I have a strong inclination. Today is going to be awesome. Then it will be. Then it will be for you. Hey, and if it is for you, can you help make it that way for someone else? Hope all have a good day. I hope so too, Johnny. Thanks for popping in. It's much appreciated. Norma says this live was perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much, my friend. Man, I appreciate you being here. With that, I gotta go. Sissy says, brightest blessings. Brightest blessings to you as well. Thanks, guys. Love you all.